I own and manage a 7-figure publishing company. I create YouTube videos. I'm a parent. I have a fiance who I get to spend lots of time with. I also make time to spend with friends and family. And on top of that, I've moved into a new house that we're renovating, and where I can, I squeeze in some exercise. So how do I manage to stay productive and do all of these things and have time to do all of these things? My life is busy, and without a system and a plan in place to stay productive, it would fall apart really fast. In this video, I'm going to give you the 6 things you need to be extremely productive. The main 6 things I'm going to cover is health, why, escape your phone, having a plan, environment, technology, and automation. If you apply some of these, then I guarantee you will see an improvement in your productivity. And as a disclaimer on this video, I'm not one of those people that is extremely regimented where every day is exactly the same. So I don't fall asleep at exactly 11:05 and wake up at exactly 6:35 a.m. or anything like that. My days do vary, and this video is all about optimizing for productivity. Health is one of the biggest factors when it comes down to optimizing your productivity. Here at home, we have a toddler and we also have a young puppy, so we sleep as much as we can, but keeping a routine and making sleep a priority had made a massive difference to my productivity. Things that we've tried, including blackout blinds, trying to get to bed at a reasonable time, of course, putting phones and all those sorts of things away before you go to bed, and giving yourself a decent gap between the two, not eating too late before you go to bed. These are all key things that will help you improve your productivity, because the better you feel, the more productive you're going to be. And the same goes for exercise as well. So I always try and fit exercise into the morning, and I find when I have exercised in the morning, then my productivity improves massively for that day. It's a great way to kick things off, do something hard. I've already done, the hardest thing I'm going to do that day, and then I can focus on my work, which compared to lifting an extremely heavy weight is not that difficult. I'm normally at the keyboard. It also aids to remove stress and just puts me in a good mood, which of course is going to make me more productive and more focused on the important work that I have to do. You need a reason why. This is number 2. And in order to be productive, you have to be motivated. And motivation is not something that you can watch a YouTube video, listen to a playlist and get motivated to do your work. You have to have a bigger reason to complete the tasks that are in front of you. So you have to set that goal and really have a strong reason why you want to achieve what it is that you're going after. So really think about what is going to be the end result. Just simply making money is not enough. It has to be that I want to be able to help this charity, or I want to be able to build this house, or I want to be able to do something for my family. You have to have a big reason why. That's going to keep you motivated. That's going to keep you productive on the days when you really don't feel like it. Number 3 is escaping your phone. So the phone to me is an enormous distraction. We get a huge amount of notifications from all sorts of social media, from email apps, from you name it, there's distractions coming through that device. Apps like TikTok are designed to give you massive dopamine hits over and over and over. And escaping your phone goes a lot deeper in that it's actually stopping yourself from chasing those quick dopamine hits all the time and reprogramming yourself in a way to get dopamine from doing hard things that take a long period of time. So building a business, you get a big dopamine payoff in the end when you have lots of staff and it's going really well and you're earning lots of money and you have something you've built that you're really proud of. Whereas getting those quick dopamine hits is going to ruin your ability to keep with something that is difficult and proves challenging through the long term. I also think that the phone is one of the biggest and most damaging things to productivity that we face. So if you can remove the phone, put it down, put it outside the room for an hour, at least put it face down, just remove that distraction. Planning. The way I plan is I use a concept called time blocking. So I block out time for certain things that I know I need to do. For example, this YouTube video, I have it set in my calendar that between the hours of 3 and 5 on a Monday, I film a YouTube video. And that just means that it's in the calendar, nothing else is getting in the way. Even if people are chasing me via email for something, or they're trying to call me on the phone about something, that all goes to one side because these 2 hours are dedicated for the goal that I have in mind or the thing I want to achieve in that block of time. I do also plan in blocks of time to go through WhatsApp, Slack, email, all of those less key tasks that I have to do every day. They're less important. They're not going to drive things forward. Or it just means that it's more of a maintenance mode that I'm in. I'm just going through replying to emails, sending it to certain team members and things like that. It's more reactive. In terms of the active things that I want to produce and I want to achieve, they get specific time blocked out in my day. Environment. This is a big one. If you're trying to achieve a big goal, you're going to want to switch up the environment that you're working in from time to time. It's just going to make you more creative. You're going to view things a little bit differently if you go to a different environment. And also if you go to an environment that's very inspiring. For example, I went to a very exclusive spa recently, and it also had an amazing place to work. There was a coffee shop there. The views were incredible. It was just very inspiring. It made me want to do better work. It made me want to push forward and crack on with achieving my goals. So I really think switching around your environment can have a huge impact on your productivity. And it could even just be going to a local library or to a coffee shop, just anything you can do to change things up, refresh yourself, put yourself in a new space. That can have a huge impact. This even comes down to having a tidy desk and not having clutter. I see so many people's desks and they're covered with rubbish or covered in clutter. Just have a tidy desk, have a clean, simple environment to work in, and your productivity will increase. Technology and automation. This is probably the most important thing. Even if you ignored everything else that I've spoken about, do not ignore technology and automation and using it to your advantage. So I use apps like Zapier that I've mentioned before, Tweet Hunter, I'll put a link down below. The goal of these apps is any repetitive task that I do over and over, I try and automate it. So I say, is there a piece of software? Is there an automation I can create that is going to take care of this for me? If I'm doing it multiple times and I don't want to keep doing it manually, I need to find a way to automate it. And in this day and age, there are so many apps available that will help you automate accounting processes or marketing processes or customer outreach or the sales process. It can really help in a huge number of ways. And this has been one of the most fundamental things that has made me more productive, because I let technology and automation take care of all the boring, repetitive work, and I spend my time on the creative work that actually moves the needle for the company and makes sure that we progress forward, that I'm focusing on my goals and achieving the goals I've set out for our business. Using all of these productivity tips combined will make you extremely more productive. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, do hit that like button. We really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and also leave a comment down below with any other productivity tips you have, or once you've tried any of these tips, let me know how you find them. See you in the next video.